Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I never come on and say hello in full face of makeup. I thought, why not today? Because sometimes I don't want to scare you with my tired face. Anywho, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Hannah, and today's video we will be testing, reviewing and doing sort of like a full face of Fenty, but mainly focusing on the new Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. So you want to see what my thoughts are on this foundation, and then please keep watching. Okay, so we are going to be doing a full face of Fenty Beauty. Other than the eyes, I haven't got the eyeshadow palette and I haven't got her blush or brows, but I've already done my brows anyway. I don't really use brow products anymore because my eyebrows are microbladed. But yeah, I am going to focus mainly on the foundation because this is a foundation review. So if you can hear my squeaky chair, I do apologise. But yeah, I'm going to focus more on the foundation, but every now and then I might just mention a product that I'm going to use. And yeah, because I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, because I know you guys like it when it's quick and snappy. I am so lucky I got hold of this. I do have the original Pro Filter matte foundation. I do have that one. That one's practically finished, but I do have a backup. I do like this foundation. It was one of my favourites. I don't really gravitate towards it anymore just because I have tons of other foundations and I like to test and review new ones, but I feel this one I'm going to be wearing a lot more just because I like the hydrating effect. I am not a matte fan. I don't have oily skin, I don't have dry skin. My skin is normal to combination. I like my skin to just look natural and like satin finish. I was kind of gifted this. This is probably the only foundation in a long while that I haven't paid for, other than the Smashbox one because that was at an event. This was gifted to me kindly by the PR brand that look after Fenty, so thank you so much. I know this retails for £27 in the UK. You can get it from Boots, thank God. You can get it from Harvey Nichols if you're in the UK. And I think you can get it from like other places worldwide. You guys probably already know we can get Fenty Beauty. It comes with 32ml as well. So you are getting a little bit more than your usual 30ml, which I like. I do like that Rihanna gives you a bit more in there. So you are getting what you want for your money. And I think the hydrating one is a little bit more expensive, maybe £1 or £2 more than the matte one. Closest match to 260. I would like to go a little bit darker, but yeah, when I first done the Rihanna foundation, you guys saw it was one of my like earliest videos, and it was a hot mess because the shade was just wrong. They gave me either 220 or 240 and it just wasn't for me. Yeah, for hydrating foundation says it's hydrating, medium to full coverage for all skin tones, long wear, light as air. So those are the claims of the foundation. So it says massage well if needed, pump and squeeze tube simultaneously to release air. This is what the foundation looks like compared to the original matte one. I love the whole Fenty vibes of it. I've got a bunch of Fenty products here, like the concealer, the powder, bronzer, highlighter, lips, primer, which I've never used. I used this once the other day and so far I'm loving it. And I've got some brushes right here, so we will do a little testing on the foundation. We are going to prime. I'm just going to go in and prime with the Fenty Beauty True Matte Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. Now I'm only going to prime the T-zone area just because that gets a bit oily and sometimes that's where foundation can go missing quickest. So I'm just going to go in with the one pump of the Pro Filter Primer. Love how I don't know if it blurs my pores, but I do like this primer. I do think it does the job that I want it to do. I've not used this yet. This is like not been opened yet, so nothing has been touched. So for those that reference, I'm going to have my references down in the description. I'm an NC25 to NC27. I'm just going to squeeze. Oh, this came out quick. Okay, I'm going to squeeze a pump on my hand. That was just a pump. Doesn't really have a smell to it, just more has a fresh smell. I'm just going to start to dot this onto the face. It should be a decent match for me. I have gone in with 2 pumps just so I can sort of cover the rest of my face. I am not expecting full coverage from this just because this is a medium to full coverage. So I'm guessing it's going to give probably medium vibes, which I'm sort of happy with right now. I'm okay with it. I'm going to go with one more pump, just a little pump on the nose. I like the squeezy tube just because you can sort of pick how much product you want on your face. So I'm going to go in with a brush. This is just my very own designed brush by Smashbox. This is like my favourite foundation brush right now, not just because it has my name on it. I'm going to spritz it as I always do. Foundations always look beautiful on me with it spritzed. brush and applicator. I will go in with a sponge afterwards if it gets streaky, but so far I'm just going to go straight into a brush. This is the only brush I find that doesn't leave my foundations looking streaky. So we're going to go in and blend this in. Okay, so we are still buffing this in. It's not taking me long to buff in at all. Shade is nicer than the Pro Filter matte one. In my personal opinion, it's just got a little bit more, I don't know, like it just looks a little bit more better for my skin tone. Maybe the Pro Matte one does have that as well, and I just haven't worn it in a while. But it looks really, really nice on the skin. It has that slight dewy effect, but it's not like giving me like wet vibes, which I'm happy with. I don't want that. It's definitely more of like a natural to hydrating finish. I agree. I'm still patting this in. Doesn't leave any streaks. Definitely medium coverage. However, it has covered. If you pat it in rather than swipe, you will get added coverage. Now I am getting medium, high medium coverage from this just because I used a brush. But yeah, I am so far really, really liking this. It's like blended really nicely everywhere. It's not clinging to any dry patches. I did have a few dry patches. It's not highlighting any texture. It's sitting really, really nice on the skin. It looks sort of like I've put on a moisturizer, but it has color to it, if you get what I mean. Like, you know how when you moisturize your skin, it gives you that like really plumped effect to your skin? That is what I'm getting so far. Like from first impressions, that is what it looks like and that is what it feels like. I don't feel like I have a foundation on at all. I feel like I have a moisturizer on. Now that is a good thing, or like a hydrating moisturizer, because hydration and moisture are two different things. But I could go with another pump. Do I want to? No, which is shocking because normally I like my coverage. For those of you that know me and you're the same as me, of course you can go in with more pumps. That is completely up to you. But if I come up close and show you, this is what my skin is looking like. Do you see how that, you can still see it, however it's covered, like the redness is covered. You still see my skin through it, however it looks more covered than anything. Like my texture's really even, my skin tone's really even, there's no like redness, no whatnot. I am a fan. It looks, from first impressions, it looks really, really nice on the skin. Now of course we're going to go with concealer and the rest of it, but so far this is what my skin is looking like. Okay, so we are going to move on to concealer. I do have the concealer in 180, however it's too light for me. I'm going to go with a little bit. Might use a different concealer with it, probably not, just so I want to keep it just a Fenty face. But yeah, I'm just going to go in. I'm going to fast forward every product that I use, and yeah. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 180 and just go in with a blank canvas F83 brush. I find that with this brush I get more coverage. Then going with the Butter Setting Powder. This setting powder goes okay with that concealer. It's not the best, but I really, really like the setting powder. I'm just going in the T-zone and under eyes. Then going with the Matchstick in Mocha. I love this stuff. At first you have to warm it up to actually get like the really bronze effect, but I absolutely love it. And I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Highlighting Brush and it's doing a really good job. Now we're going in with the Shady Biz Sunstalker bronzer. I love this stuff just to add on top, just to set it sort of so it doesn't go all like dewy and a hot mess. Now we're going in with Afternoon Snack, my honey highlighter, using them both together and applying them to my cheekbones and brow bone. And lastly, we're going to go in with the Unbuttoned Lip Stain or Lip Paint, whatever it's called. And this is actually quite a cute colour. And this is the final look. Okay, so I'm back. I've done the rest of my face. I didn't actually wear lashes today. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Surprisingly, I used for once the concealer with a brush. Now the brush, I know I'm going to get loads of questions, is the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F83 brush. So concealer brush. I used this brush to blend out the concealer and it done an amazing job. It did add more coverage than what I usually get from that concealer. I'm not actually a fan of that concealer, however, today it looks okay. Now I am getting medium vibes from this, which I like, because sometimes I don't want to go too overbearing on the face and then I don't wear lashes and it just looks too much. but I feel really cute. I did go overboard with the bronzer just because I love the bronzer. I love bronzers, anywho. You guys know I'm a massive bronzer addict. If you don't know, get to know. But yeah, I am looking up close and personal, and my skin looks really nice. Let's show you up more close and personal. So this is how my skin is looking with the bronzer, foundation, everything on. It's been on for a while now. Like, it's not just, it's been on for a while. It does still look like my skin. I did put a bit of powder, but this still looks hydrating even with the powder. You know how when you put on a powder after like a matte foundation, it looks really drying, but with this concealer and the foundation combo together, it just, everything melts in. Everything just looks like one rather than like bronzer, foundation, concealer, powder. Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking outside. I need my windows open because it's baking. Anywho, but yeah, this is the final look. I don't know what I'm feeling about the lips. Let me know what you guys think. I think if I just wanted to go for something very neutral for the day, then I'd go for just this. It's sort of like out of my comfort zone, but I like it. Yeah, I am digging this whole look. So I am definitely impressed with this foundation. I do like it. I knew I was going to prefer it to the matte one. Don't get me wrong. I really love the matte one. However, I knew I was just going to prefer it just because it's hydrating. It looks really nice. Definitely worth the money. It is £27. If you want something more full coverage, I don't know if you're going to get like super duper full coverage, but if you like sort of this look where you can build the coverage with like cream bronzers and concealer, then you will love this. If you don't, if you want to feel like you haven't got anything on your face and like 2 hours later you're going to be like, ugh, I've got foundation on, then this is foundation that like won't do that. It won't, you'll feel hours later that your skin still feels fresh, still feels lovely. I haven't even got setting spray on. I always use setting spray. I know Fenty doesn't have one yet, which I'm hoping they do in the future. I really want them to come out with setting spray unless they have already. I want to try out their brow products, but I'm going to go into Boots myself and see if I can purchase them, and I want to get the foundation sponge because I just love the way it looks. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you have any questions, please feel free to just link in the comment section. I'll be happy to get back to you. Also, please follow my Instagram, which is @handsentloose. If you have any questions and you need them answered quicker, please feel free to just DM me on there. I always reply to you guys. I love all of you. I hope you guys take care, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.